Hey guys, happy My Mental Health Monday. How is everybody doing? I cannot believe it's Christmas week, although honestly, I'm really excited. This year's going to be a little bit different for us because we don't have family coming into town to stay with us, and we're not going to see any family this year. So it is literally just going to be the five of us. So it's going to be good though. We're going to start kind of making our own family of five traditions, and I'm looking forward to it. Although it will be different this year not being with family, but it'll still be good, and the boys are so excited, which just makes it, yeah, pretty magical. Anyways, I wanted to make a video today talking about testimonies of our life stories, whatever those may be. So this weekend I had my wisdom teeth pulled, and it's so funny because the week leading up to it I had just been sleeping so awful because of Henry, and I just kept like fantasizing about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be awesome. My husband's gonna take care of me. My kids are gonna leave me alone. I'm gonna sleep all weekend, and I'm gonna binge every single show I've wanted to watch. So the time came, and as I'm laying in bed all weekend, every show that I turned on, I just like could not get into it. It was so annoying. I was even like texting my friends like, hey, give me some show ideas, because everything I'm turning on, I hate it. And unfortunately, everything they told me, I hated it too. I just like could not get into anything. So I then turned to podcasts, which I love listening to. And maybe I was just really tired. So it was just like, I don't know, maybe my brain just couldn't focus on a show or something. But what I ended up listening to like all weekend were all these different podcasts about people who struggle with anxiety and depression and just other forms of mental health issues. And I could not stop listening. It was, my kids are downstairs. I think one just started crying. Or are they laughing? Sometimes I can't tell. But anyway, so I was listening to all these podcasts about that, and they were just so inspiring. I literally could not stop listening to them. There were so many of them, and there were so many great ones. I really loved the ones that had to do with being a woman and being a mom and how that affects their life. And it was just so awesome because it really, I was connecting to these people that I have no idea what they look like. I don't know them, but I was connecting so deep with them, and it was awesome. And so what I wanted to talk about with testimonies are if you feel the need to tell your story and you feel up to it and you feel brave enough, because it does take courage to do so, as scary as it is, like when I first started posting, every time I would hit submit to post a video or just post a thread about it, I would get anxious because I just thought, wow, people are going to judge me, people are going to think I'm a loony, and people are going to think I'm not okay, if you know what I mean. And that was scary to me. I thought maybe people would be weird towards Bo about it because we represent each other. I was worried about the image of just me being a mom and how that would look with my kids. But man, it's really been one of the best decisions I've ever made. It was really hard to start, but I'm so glad that I did because I have been able to connect with so many people. And one of the things when I started posting, I got a lot of messages from people saying, no way, I can't even imagine you being depressed or having like full-on panic attacks. You just seem like the happiest person. And that was such a compliment, but also I'm like, yeah, no, this is like a big part of my life. I struggle every day with this. And it was kind of like a good confirmation for myself to keep going, because I'm like, you know what? I'm sure if people think there's like, I'm just no flaws in that department, there's going to be a lot of other people out there that are in the same boat, and maybe I can help them know that they're not alone. You know, maybe they are able to put an image on like I can do sometimes, where it just seems like I'm totally great, nothing's bothering me. I didn't have a panic attack this morning. Okay, I didn't this morning. I'm just saying in general, like, I could have a full-on panic attack, but then I can somehow muster my energy and go out and nobody would know that I had an awful, terrifying morning. And it is really isolating if you're not able to talk about it, or just to pretend like you're okay on days when you're not. So yeah, like I said, me being able to tell my story and connect with other people and then have people know that they're not alone has been just such a blessing. And the podcast this weekend really reminded me of that, because I don't know those people, but I was connecting with them. And there's people out there right now that when they watch my videos or they see me talk, they're in the same boat. And that's so empowering and so motivational for me to keep telling my story. Not only because is it good for other people, it's also very therapeutic for me to just talk about my life and things that I deal with. It's kind of like, it's therapeutic. It's like I'm letting all this stuff that kind of festers inside of me out, but in a healthy way. And yeah, I really enjoy it. So, again, I think it was either my last video or the one before that, I talked about how in January I'm going to be speaking to a crowd with 4 other awesome moms. And I'm going to be talking about my journey as a mom dealing with anxiety and depression. And I'm just so honored and excited and feel blessed to be able to do so. I think it's going to be awesome. A little background about myself. In college, I went to school and in college, I went and got a degree in early childhood education. And when I graduated, I started teaching preschool. And although I loved the children, I just really knew that one-on-one with kids was not my calling, but that I love kids and I love helping people. So I ended up actually going back to school and getting my master's in public health. But then I met Bo and we started having babies. And I did graduate, but I really haven't been able to use any of that yet. But I feel like I am getting to when I get to make these videos and when I get to talk to other people about it, and like how in January I'm going to be talking to a crowd. Like, I think that is kind of what I want to do. It's just to help people and talk, and just the whole public health issues of mental health and how it's so taboo. And I just really have this drive inside of me to work towards breaking that stigma. So I'm really excited about that. So I guess if anything, today my message to you guys is to stay strong if you're dealing with anxiety, depression. Any topic with mental health is hard. And if you're not ready to talk about it, if you're just not to that point, that's okay. I'm just here to let you know you're not alone. But also that if you ever do decide to talk about it, to be a testimony of what it's like living with anxiety and depression and what you've done to better yourself, that it is a blessing to yourself and it is a blessing to others, because you are not only helping yourself, but you're helping a community of other people who are struggling along with you. So yeah, I think that's about it. It's so hard sometimes being a stay-at-home mom. I love it. I love my kids. I'm so lucky that I get to be home with them, and I'm very, very aware of that. But I think, you do kind of lose a little bit of you. Maybe not everybody feels that way, but I do, because I feel like I am more than just a mom, and I do have things that I want to share with the world that I just can't do right now because I'm doing something else right now. I'm raising my boys, and I get to be home with them and cook for them and know who their friends are, and take them to school and take them to activities, and it just doesn't leave me a lot of time to do stuff that I feel like, you know, I've been gifted by God to, put out into the world. But this is a good place for me to start. And so also just like thank you to those who watch my videos. Thank you to those who message me, who connect with me and tell me their stories, or just those who just send really encouraging, kind words. It means a lot. And I hope when I'm conversing with you that I'm giving you that gift as well. Yeah, because we are social creatures, and when we have to keep those things kind of locked inside of us and not able to release, it's really hard. So thank you for letting me be able to talk to you guys, and thank you to those who talk to me. It's a pretty cool thing. Anyways, questions, comments, you know what to do. Also, I'm kind of debating on, I'm like, I think I'm done with the video, and then I just keep going, whatever. But I am actually thinking about changing the routine of these videos. I really initially liked the idea of my Mental Health Monday, but I kind of have found that not every Monday I am ready to post something or have the time. So I'm thinking I'm going to change the name so that I can kind of just post randomly on here when it's not a Monday. I think that would be more beneficial to me to do that. But anyways, I guess that was just a random heads up that might be changing. But anyways, like I said, questions, comments, shoot them my way. I'd be happy to talk to you guys. So yes, happy My Mental Health Monday, and I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you have a blessed and happy, fun Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Bye.